Give us a second, my meditation. Just simply. Okay, we'll do the round check out ourselves and follow that. Come forward. Don't mind me walking back. Come forward. Please don't be shy. Please come forward. Okay, we'll do this and after that we'll do class. So I'll lead and you'll follow. So repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamati Nashtraprayashu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshiki. That's it. Okay, now we will read. In fact, this is a verse which I'm taking from chapter 10 of the Saptapsika, and this is actually shloka, which is part of the Chatushloki, 4 important shlokas. In fact, this is considered as the essence of Bhagavad Gita. So if anyone wants to read Bhagavad Gita and they just want to know the essence, so this is the first verse of the 10 commentary. Okay, so we have lots of devotees over here, so we will consider this as one section, and this is our second section. So repeat after me. We'll go line by line and just follow the lead. I'll say section 1, so read that together. Aham sarvasya prabho Mata sarvam pravartate Iti matva bhajante mam Buddha bhava samandita. Everyone. Aham sarvasya prabhavo Mata sarvam pravartate Iti matva bhajante mam Buddha bhava samandita. Aham sarvasya prabhavo Mata sarvam pravartate Iti matva bhajante mam Buddha bhava samandita. Okay, now section 1, you read. You do the whole as a group. सर्वस्य मतः सर्वा प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते माम्. I hope you remember. So at the end, we will definitely, I'll ask some questions and I hope you answer it. This is of course, so I hope you remember this. It's a cool thing, right? You have to say, I know the 10.8% from publicly. Okay, now we'll read the synonyms translation and after that we will read the purport. The purport is quite long, so we'll read some part of it and followed by that we will give some explanation. So synonyms, aham, I, sarvasya, of all, prabhava, the source of generation, matta, from me, sarvam, everything, pravartate, emanates, iti, thus, matva, knowing, bhajante, become devoted, ma, unto me, buddha, learn, bhava samanvitaha, and great attention. Translation by his I'm the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from you. And the wise who perfectly knows this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Okay, now we read the purpose. This page is very, very small for me, so please excuse. But my screen is just this much. Okay, purpose. A learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and gets information from authorities like Lord Chaitanya and who knows how to apply these teachings can understand that Krishna is the origin of everything in both the material and spiritual worlds. And because he knows this perfectly, he becomes firmly fixed in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord. He can never be deviated by any amount of nonsensical commentaries or by fools. All Vedic literature agrees that Krishna is the source of Brahma, Shiva, and all other demigods. In the Atharva Veda, Gopala Tapani Varshat 1.24, it is said, Yo Brahman Brahmanam Vidhati Purvam Yo Vai Vedamscha Gapayati Sma Krishna. It was Krishna who in the beginning instructed Brahma in Vedic knowledge and who disseminated Vedic knowledge in the past. Then again the Narayana Upanishad says, Atha Purusho Havre Narayano Kamayata Prajashrajayati. Then the Supreme Personality, Narayana, decided to create the living entities. The Upanishad continues, Narayana Brahma Jayate, Narayana Prajapita Prajayate, Narayana Indiro Jayate, Narayana Ashtamo Vasave Jayante, Narayana Ekadasha Rudra Jayante, Narayana Dvadashaditya. From Narayana, Brahma is born, and from Narayana, the patriarchs are also born, and from Narayana, Indira is born, and from Narayana, the 8 Vasus are born, and from Narayana, the 11 Rudras are born, and from Narayana, the 12 Adityas are born. This Narayana is an expansion of Krishna. It is said in the same Vedas, Brahmanya Devaki Putra, the son of Devaki, Krishna is the supreme personality, Narayana Upanishad. It is said, Ego Vai Narayana Asinna Brahma Neshano Nava Nagni Samau Neme Varapavati Na Nakshatrani Na Surya. In the beginning of the creation, there was only the Supreme Personality, Narayana. There was no Brahma, no Shiva, no water, no fire, no moon, no heaven and earth, no stars in the sky, no sun. It's taken from Maha Upanishad 1.2. In the Maha Krishna, it is also said that Lord Shiva was born from the forehead of the Supreme Lord. Thus the Vedas say that it is the Supreme Lord, the creator of Brahma and Shiva, who is to be worshipped. Okay. It still continues. I'll stop here the purpose because it's quite long. I'll explain this in the next slides. Okay, we'll do the invocation prayers first. Om Ajnana-Timirandasya Jnana-Jala-Shalakaya Chakshushrunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Parampishtam Sarvikam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Karnamayam Yanati Sapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Guru Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Saprijatam Sadhanam Sajivam Savedam Savadutam Parijan Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sadhanaitam Shri Vishakam Vitam Shah Hare Krishna Dharma Sindhu Dinapando Jagatare Gopesha Gopikanta Radha Namastute Taptakanchana Gaurani Radhe Vringadeshwari Vrishabhanu Sudeveti Hari Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Varevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Devishnisha Shuryavari Ashanti Chakarine Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhaktavrinda. That's it. Okay. Before I discuss, I offer my obeisances to all the Vaishnavas, to Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, and all the Parampara, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Krishna. So, if I make any efforts, please excuse. I apologize if I do something, say something wrong. Right. So, in chapter 10.8, the Abundance of Gospel, we read this in fact, I read that each line by line what it means, and then gradually I'll explain that what it can be the message. So, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu. You don't need to repeat, but it's okay. So it means Aham means I, and Sarvasya Prabhu is saying the source of everything. In fact, it's very particular saying of all the spiritual and material worlds. And after that, the sentence comes as Matta Sarvam Pravartate. Okay, carry on. Okay, Matta Sarvam Pravartate. So it says everything is coming from me. It means there is Lord is the creator and the sustenance of this whole world. And when I say world, it's everything, both spiritual and material worlds. And after that, it says, Iti matva bhajante man. So Iti matva is very clearly saying, knowing this, bhajante man. So the devotee serves me, or very particularly says, worships me. And but how to serve? Which way? Then the statement continues saying like Buddha Bhava Samanvita. So it's saying Buddha Bhava is like intelligence and emotion. So Lord is saying um, devotees who serve me is with intelligence and emotion. So it's not like any random service which they do, so without any heart or without any intelligence. So when they do this devotional service, it's with both intelligence and emotion. Now, go a bit deeper on these statements. Uh, in fact, there are two different concepts, and I'll explain one by one. So there is a concept of root. What it means is, what I'm trying to convey the message here is, uh, this whole universe or this multiverses, both the spiritual and the material worlds, Lord is saying He's the creator of everything. So that means He's the root of everything. Now, to reach that root, Krishna is saying like, okay, there is a connection, so how to reach me? And the following verse, which it says, Iti Matva Bhajate Mam, is the process or the method you can approach me. That's what it signifies. Is like, okay, we know that God is there, and now how to approach is saying, okay, Iti Matva Bhajate Mam, so worship me, like devotion. And what's the result? So the result outcome is we get the full place, eternal place. So once we know, like, okay, Krishna is the source of everything, and we do the devotional service, we get full eternal bliss because we don't need to worry about any mistakes. Now, there is a one famous verse even in chapter 5.29. It says, Bhaktaram Yanatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suradam Sarvabhutanam Padmam Shanti Rachati. In this sentence, especially the Suradam Sarvabhutanam, Lord clearly says He is the benefactor and the well-wisher. So He is the well-wisher of all the living beings, not just humans alone, every living creature in this whole world universe. Now, I want to explain this concept in a slightly different way. Just as okay, my screen is frozen. Not sure why.
We could see it on the other screen, but then
Oh, you can? Okay.
but it's not there anymore. It's disappeared. I mean, the Abigail, right? Someone.
Oh, okay. That's I'll come to that point. Okay, I'm glad you can see something is happening. So yes, so I'll continue from there. So here Krishna is saying, okay, he's the benefactor and the well-wisher. When I say Krishna is saying, it's I'll explain this concept in a slightly different way. So, say, for example, recently, I hope everyone knows or keeping update on Olympics, going on Winter Olympics. I hope everyone is following it. And I believe anyone who is there, Indians or even from Asian countries, that is ICC T20 World Cup is going on. Now, every nation, if you, as soon as you hear like, okay, there is World Cup going on, so whom you cheer for? Like, let's say today is like India's match, so you cheer for with the emotion like, okay, yeah, India is going to win. Similarly, yesterday, I think there was a match between Finland and Slovakia. I think everyone were like, okay, Finland, so yes, we have to win. Now, when we do that, the Saudi or the India is just a nation, and the way we are cheering up is with our emotions. So that's what is I'm giving as an analogy to convey that message. Okay, we know God is a creator. Now, when we go and worship Him with devotion, is with that cheer or with emotion and intelligence. So we know the intelligence with the same analogy is like, okay, India is a country, Finland is a country. In a similar way, Lord is a creator. And the emotions when we do, like we cheer, that's how we approach that emotional service. So in that way, uh, there is like always element place, always like here. If let's say if India, I hope it doesn't lose, but it loses, so we'll be like sad and everything. When it comes to Krishna, he is the creator of everything. So what's the sadness? There's no sadness at all. So you'll like always experience eternal bliss. Now, there is a similar concept, in fact, it's mentioned mainly in Chaitanya Charitamrita. There is three concepts called Sambandha, Avidya, and Prayoja. Now, Sambandha is the relationship of devotees with Lord Krishna. And Avidya is very specifically saying that we are reviving our relationship with Lord Krishna. So somehow we lost that relationship with Krishna, and purely because we are in a way like stuck in this material world, and somehow we lost that age for that spiritual connection. So avidya is like a process. It establishes that relationship, and prayojana is the result. Now this result is like prema. The prema is coming from when you do this devotional service, you receive the prema. And this prema is like eternal from Lord Krishna. And it can come in many forms. I'll explain that in a couple of next slides. Now, this Lord Krishna is the creator of everything. I wanted to explain this in a more deeper way, but with the concepts of Vedic cosmology. I hope you are all interested in Vedic cosmology. If I just want to know, okay, how many have read Srimad Bhagavatam books? Can everyone raise hands if you have read it? Okay, there are many, not many. Is it half hand or like full hand? Okay, yes. Okay, nice. So Srimad Bhagavatam very vividly describes Vedic cosmology. In fact, the creation of this universe, both the material and the spiritual, especially if you are really curious how it was created and what it contains. So you should read Canto 5, chapter 20 onwards. You will read everything about all the material worlds. And Canto 1, I don't have that book with me right now, but Canto 1 talks about all the creation. Especially it talks about all the avatars of Lord Krishna and even some bits of the material universe. Okay, so I'll go to the cosmic information. I hope I don't bore you down with too much information. If it gets too much, just raise your hands and I'll stop them there. Okay, but of course in this cosmic Vedic cosmology, I won't explain everything. I'll just give you a slight snippet. I won't cover every aspect. You might wonder like, hey, I didn't cover certain aspects. No, that's not the intention. I just want to show who is the creator and in how many different forms he came to this spiritual world and the material world. Now, we know, I believe everyone knows that Brahma is the creator. Does anyone don't know who is Brahma? Can you all raise your hands if you don't know who is Brahma by any chance? Oh wow, everyone knows it. That is quite nice. Okay, then I'll explain very fastly then with this slide. Okay, so Brahma is the creator. Now, but Krishna, our Vishnu, is the creator of creator. Now, to explain this, I'll explain with a nice picture. I hope you can see the picture. I hope it's not too small. Can everyone see it? Is it visible? the text. Is it visible or no? Yeah, no. Yeah. Okay, right. So if you look at the picture, so on the top, so I'll go from the top and then all the way to the top. So on the top, you're seeing like a huge bright light, and there's Lord Krishna standing with some like a lotus. So what it's signifying is the Goloka Vrindavan. It's a place, it's the original abode or the final abode if you want to reach to Lord Shri Krishna. And from that, you can see like it's in a very hazy way, which is shown in small planets. Can you see why it does? Very like a small yellowish color circles around Goloka Vrindavan. So what is signifying that is there are many spiritual worlds which have been emanated from Lord Krishna, and each spiritual world has Lord Krishna in the form of a Lord Narayana. So now Lord Narayana is in the foreign form. And all of those spherical globe, or globe, whatever you can say, the spiritual worlds, each one of them has Lord Narayana. Now, you can see the rays of light falling down or reaching everywhere. That is called as Brahmajyoti. And so now that is Vishnu who is lying on a causal ocean Mahatattva. What I'm trying to convey here is, so this Brahmajyoti, there are some parts of the universe, I won't say the universe, in fact, the spiritual world, which comes in contact with Mahatattva, and it creates a Mahavishnu is lying down on that causal ocean. And this Vishnu is known as Karanadakashaya Vishnu, or also known as Mahavishnu. So please remember this very carefully. So three Vishnus, very important. So Karanadakashaya Vishnu, and after that, so as he breathes, every single pore from his skin, there is a new material or a universe comes out. In every breath of in every breath, there is a pore coming out, and each pore is a universe. Now within that universe, there is again a water which is Tattva again, and in that there is another Vishnu lying down, which is called as lying on the universal ocean with a serpent Sheshanak. And this Vishnu is known as Garbhodakashaya Vishnu. Now, within this Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, there is a navel, from his navel there is a lotus emerges out, and from this lotus, Lord Brahma comes in. And then Lord Brahma creates many living creatures, and that includes even the demigods and everyone. In fact, Brahma is creating the Kshiradakashaya Vishnu. So Kshiradakashaya Vishnu is pervading all the souls. So everyone, in fact, all of you are human beings and any living creature. So they have a Kshiradakashaya in their hearts. Okay, so so this conveys a message, in fact, like how great this Lord Krishna is. And he came in different, so all this Vedic cosmology which I explained is explaining only the Purusha avatars. There are many avatars. There is 6 types of avatars: Purusha avatar, Lila avatar, Guna avatars, Maya avatars, Yuga avatars, and Shakti avatars. So there are lots of avatars. So Krishna came in multiple forms. And now, yeah, so one might wonder, like this verse, it says Aham Sarvasya Prabhu. So the word Aham is literally stands for I. In fact, in a very particular way, it's ego. It literally stands for ego. Alright. So one can even question that hey, is Krishna too prideful, or is he having a false pride, or too much pushing? No, that's not the case here. So Krishna is saying, okay, he's explaining in a way where like he purposefully says that you put that faith in him. Uh, to give you this, to give an example, say for example, I'm sitting here and there is one more person here and he's the champion. Let's say Sukapa badminton. So if I claim that I am let's say, badminton champion of this whole world, would you believe me? No, right? Look at Skepticism and he's just feeling it. Nothing is true. But if the Olympic champion, if the badminton champion, he stays and he says, I am the champion, would you believe it? Yes, of course. So in that sense, uh, the message conveyed here is like, okay, Krishna is the supreme, he's the creator of the creator. He's not boasting for just his own pride or nothing. No. He's making sure, hey, he is God, he is the creator. Now, one might even ask a very like a further silly question. I won't say it's a silly, but if a person doesn't understand what is God, he can even say that who created Krishna? If he is that in the world of no matter who created him. Now, that definition of God asking that question is actually the concept of God is not very clear to the person who is asking that question because the definition of God is there is no creator for him. Because if someone says there is a creator for God, then it defeats the whole purpose of the definition of God. So, okay, now we understood that okay, Krishna is the creator of the creator. He created the now we'll go further deeper and we'll see like okay now what to do. We understood like he's a creator now. Should we stop that sentences? So in fact, the answer was a Prabhupada, Sarvam Prabhupada. So it should stop there, right? One why further going on like a few more sentences. Now it says Iti Matva Vachante Manam Buddha Bhava Samritam. Here is explaining that okay, if we know the creator is Krishna, now to approach him, his intention is to come back to him. Somehow we have lost, like okay, we are lost in this world, saying like okay, we are somehow struggling with all the kinds of miseries. But somehow, even if someone says like, okay, I'm not having any miseries, well, we are lying to ourselves. Actually, if someone says that we don't have any problems. So, to reach him, we need a devotion. Now, to do this devotion service, say for example, there are many kinds of services. So let's say we have hands and we make some sabji, we offer it to Krishna. Now, he is very clearly saying Buddha Bhava Samvita. That means with emotions and with intelligence. So we don't do service without any understanding. It's recommended to understand that it's nothing bad actually. Even if you do with one of them, like let's say just with heart, with sentiments, with emotions, or with just intelligence, just knowing the philosophy. No, it's good to have a balance of both. Uh, so both intellectual conviction and emotional connection. So if you have both, then you really understand Krishna and you approach him. Now, I'll explain further these concepts with a devotional service. Now, there are, I won't cover everything in this class because it's already coming to 10 minutes, just 10 minutes left. So I'll just say, like, okay, there are many types of devotional service. Now, how to do this devotional service, there are many ways. And I'll even explain one with a formula. It's not very secret formula, but everyone knows it. But I'll explain that anyway. Now, there are 9 types of devotional service. In fact, there is a famous verse in Srimad Bhagavatam 7.5.2. And I believe everyone has read this. If not, I will read it anyway. So, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Adasevanam Archanam Mandanam Dasyam Sankam Atmanivedanam. So, there are 9 types of devotional service, and there are many ways. In fact, there are many exemplary devotees who have done either one of those or have done all of those. In fact, I'm showing you with the list. I'm not going to read all of them, but just to give you some example, Thomas Lashley is actually serving the Lord's Week. Always. Another classic example is acting as the Lord's servant. Dr. Hanuman was one of the greatest devotees. So, so there are many types of devotional service. And now, when we ask this question, okay, these are all the exemplary devotees, how we are going to do it? What is the practical way for us? We are all sitting here, how we are going to achieve. So, there are, it's a kind of a secret formula, and I hope you remember it. So, it's called ABCD of spiritual life. In fact, this is Prabhupada, I think it's mentioned by Srila Prabhupada, if I'm right, ABCD. Anyone knows what it stands for ABCD, this formula to achieve devotional service? Anyone knows? Anyone? Complete silence. Okay, A stands for association. So to do this devotional service, one of the is association of devotees. Now, this doesn't mean that, let's say, if I say association, you go to a random person and say, hey, be my friend, and talk nonsense in the things. No, that's not what is mentioned here. It's saying you have association with the devotees when it comes about Krishna. Uh, well, one can even be even smarter. In fact, this morning I was listening to my Krishna Deva's class. He was saying like, if you want to have association, there might be some smarter devotees who will say like, okay, Prabhu, I have taken my friend who is also a devotee. So we went to watch a match today. To associate and be welcome. That's not association. So the intention is the association of devotees is talk about Krishna, pastimes, everything, even anything related to Krishna. So that's the intention. So I would recommend everyone who are here, please be associated with devotees as much as possible. That's how you will improve your devotional service and you will approach closer to Krishna. Second, books. Okay, these are all Shastras. I want to know, please raise your hands. Who have, okay, I've seen some people have raised for Srimad Bhagavatam. How many people have read any book which is written by Srila Prabhupada or even Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam? Okay. People who have not raised your hands, I would definitely recommend there is a shelf over there. Please pick up any book. If you want, if I believe you are all like me, I assume so. When I started, I don't like reading books at all, whatever. And I started with like small booklets, the thinnest of thinnest. So there are many thin books that I would recommend everyone to read. You will take maximum 5 minutes or even less. So please read Shastras. That is one of the other ways to your doing your devotional service. Next one, chanting. Again, another question. How many people are chanting here? How many people? Oh wow. Yeah, I'm really surprised. There are many people. I thought there are two less. Okay. Okay, anyone who are in the back, have you ever done chanting? No? No? Okay. Chanting, what it here means is you are hearing and remembering Krishna. So, of course, the chanting here recommended is Mahamantra. For this Kali Yuga, it is only recommended to do Hare Rama Devalam. So that means chanting of Mahamantra. It is mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita as well. So, what do you say, Mahamantra in one house? Or should we all say it together? Say it together. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chant. Okay. There are many things I'm not explaining because you all know everything. So next, diet. Okay, this is very important. When I come to Krishna consciousness, this was a very important aspect for me. I was attracted to cookies. I don't know what about others. Who are all attracted to prasadam? Please raise your hands. Oh, yes, there's no one putting their hands down. Okay. And I'm sure prasadam is amazing. Okay, so it's close to the time now. In next half an hour, we will have a nice speech. So, prasada, in fact, it's said in 9.26, so actually I didn't get the verses from Raghuvira. I kept so many bookmarks, but I didn't read any of that. Okay, 9.26, it says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toya, Tumim Bhaktya Prayachati, Adaham Bhakti Uparatam, Ashramami Prayatatmana. So it says, if one offers with love and devotion a fruit, flower, water, I will accept it. So here, Krishna is very clearly mentioning Pushpam Phalam. So fruit, flower, water. So and even fruit. I did I mention fruits? Yeah, fruits. Yeah, I leave. Yes, leave. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I missed that. Okay, so anyone who is eating meat, please refrain to offer it to Krishna. That's not the purpose. So he's clearly mentioning only Patram Pushpam Phalam, so one vegetarian food. So I would recommend you only offer vegetarian food to Krishna. And that's the intention behind it. And the whole purpose of making food is to offer it to Krishna. I want to know how many people even offer it to Krishna. Does anyone make food and offer it to Krishna? Okay. Okay, anyone who is not doing it, please, it's just hardly a few seconds, literally. You make food and that is called bhoga before it is being offered to Krishna. So keep it in front of the Krishna or other, and if you don't have the pictures of Lord Krishna, think in your mind Krishna is there, and you offer it saying that Krishna, please, I am offering you this food. So that is prasadam, it becomes prasadam, and then you have it. So I'm sure everyone can offer 5 seconds or even less. Please raise your hands who can do that actually. Okay, nice. No, I'm talking for anyone who is not offering. So, who is already doing it, I know that. Who is not doing it, can you all do it? Is that possible? Yeah? I can't hear. Yes? Yes. Hari Hari. Okay. Okay. Right. We have. Is it okay? A few more minutes if I take some few more minutes before we start? Happy? Okay. So we'll do chanting. Anyone who has never done chanting here, this is just like a snippet. And now I've explained many concepts. Now think in that way, like you are cheering to Finland or cheering to India. In a similar fashion, we will chant and will praise Lord Krishna. So we will do okay, 16. Is 16 okay? 16 times? We will all sing, we will all sing together. Okay, don't go too fast or don't go too slow. We will all be together. Is that okay? Yeah, just 16 times. Just, I believe if anyone is never been doing any chanting, I think this is a good opportunity to do that. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare. You like that? Yes. So, anyone who is not chanting, please raise your hands if you like to do every day. Just for 5 minutes. This is how much you do? 2 minutes, right? Or 3 minutes? 3 minutes. So, anyone who is not chanting, please would you convey the message to us? Just we want to see your hands raising up. If you would like to chant at least for 7 days. Is that possible? Yeah? Hari Hari? Jai. Okay. Now, next, last one. It's a quick quiz. There is no question and answers. In fact, now I'll ask questions and you will have to answer. There's no question and answer session the other way around. Okay. Anyone who answers or raises the hands, I believe, maybe if we can see who raised the hands and if the answer is right, you will give some please. Some surprise. Okay, in Purusharvatara, Kanasaka Krishna Vishnu is also known as. So, okay, you're not even with the choices. Okay, Lord Krishna, Lord Narasimha, Lord Mahavishnu, Lord Shiva Krishna Vishnu. Who raised hands first? Yeah, Jai, Hai Bol. Okay, now devotees who already got the cookies, please please don't raise hands for the next questions. Okay, in the next verse, 10.8, what bhajanti means? You become devoted, serve, worship, love. It is slightly tricky. Who raised hand first? Sorry. Yes, Madhavi. Yes. What's the answer? Sorry, sir. Okay. Okay. Actually, all three were correct. So become devoted, serve, worship, all are correct. Okay, Madhavi. You will take one of this. Hari. Okay, the next verse is slightly tough. I don't know if it's tough or it's easy. So this one is, in this verse, Krishna is God is explained in what way? Source of spiritual and material births, maintainer of sustenance of everything, creator and maintainer and distributor. There are individual gods for each purpose. And there is a further more complication 5, 1 and 2, 6, 2 and 3, 7, 3 and 4. But remember, from only from this verse 10.8, not others. So who is the 5? Okay, yes, Mataji. Yeah, Jai, Haribol. Okay, last one. Practical way to devotional service is explained with formula. ABCD, MC square, F is there. We have Newton's law, the famous formulas. Okay, who knows? Who days? Okay, yes, Madani. Okay, you got it. Hari. Okay, we'll end here. We'll say one more time Mahamantra and then we'll stop and we'll have okay? Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Srila Prabhupada ki
Thank you, Raghuvira. So now we have the next part of the program, which is party. You can stand up. Let's sing the Lord. And let Majority come over there. Make some space for the Majority comes. Others. This coming from there.